Hi, I'm Steven and I make cardboard costumes and props. Today I'm making Oogie Boogie's dice from The Nightmare Before Christmas. As always, the free template is linked in the description of the video. Let's get started with the cube. Folding a cube is super simple. I took my template and taped it onto a piece of cereal box cardboard. With a craft knife and a ruler, I scored down all the inside lines. Scoring just means that I did not cut all the way through. I basically just dragged my knife across the lines a few times without exerting much pressure. After that, I used scissors to cut it out. It's so easy to fold along the scored lines and fold it into a cube. A little glue down the flaps is all that you need to make it stick, but I also threw on some tape for good measure, and there you go, a nifty cardboard cube. Onto the designs. All these pieces will be cut out of 2 layers of cereal box cardboard that are glued on top of each other. For those of you following along, stack and glue the cardboard together first, let it dry completely, and then continue. But yeah, I cut around each of the designs and taped 4 of them onto my doubled up cereal box slab. I cut the sheet into squares to make it easier to work with before using my knife to slice out all the noses and the eyes on each of the designs. Because of all the circles, noses, and lines, it took about an hour to make one of the dice, so just take that into account if you're making this as a gift. Since the noses are so small, I used tweezers to help poke out the cardboard. As for the remaining 2 designs, I taped them onto a single layer of cereal box cardboard, cut out the circles and the square, and then retaped the design onto another sheet of cereal box cardboard to cut out the skull design. Those 2 layers will get glued together in a minute, so all 6 of the designs will be 2 layers each. After I cut all the designs out, I took my scissors and made the gaps between the teeth on each design just a tiny bit thicker. I laid out the designs in the proper configuration and then used Mod Podge to glue each of the pieces onto the cube. By the way, you do not need to follow my layout, make your own if you want. Just make sure that each of the dice are identical so they look a little bit more professional. With the designs glued down, it was now time to paint. I started off by painting all of the eye holes black, same with the nose holes. Black craft paint was also added to the edges of each of the designs to help make it look a little bit grimy. Using my dirty paintbrush, I painted everything in red craft paint, so it was kind of had a little black mixed in with it. Red paint is really never opaque, so this took a couple coats until I got it to look how I wanted it to look. And to be completely transparent, I actually ran out of the red craft paint that I usually use, so I was forced to use a fancier acrylic paint to finish up the paint job. I added a link to that paint in the description of the video just in case you guys are curious about what brand I used. At the very end, I just touched up the black holes to make them look extra black. And yeah, time for the Glamour Shots. There you have it, Oogie Boogie's dice made out of cardboard. I love these dice and they're so easy to make. Fun fact, I actually dressed up as Oogie Boogie for Halloween last year and made these dice out of foam, so this template will also work for the foam dice that you can get at the dollar store if you just want to slap on the designs. Anyway, feel free to like the video and follow for more cardboard costumes and props. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye bye!